you're looking to pick yourself up some cheap and reliable coins for FUT 21, then make sure to click my link in the description, go to IG Vault, and make sure you use my code Birdie when you're at checkout to get yourself a discount.
Hey guys, it's Scott here, and welcome to today's Prime Icon Moments player review. Hopefully you do enjoy this one, as it is an absolute banger. If you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. If you want to see more streams and videos, make sure you subscribe. The plan is a March Madness. We're going to be uploading every single day this month, is ideally what's going to happen. So if you want to see more reviews, pack openings, collab videos, tier list, everything, make sure you hit that notification bell and turn on those subscriptions. Today we are looking at Prime Icon Moments Xavi, a new icon added into the game this year, and this is his Moments card that was released last Friday as you are watching this. Now, looking at his in-game stats, pretty sick. His passing and dribbling specifically are amazing. 97 dribbling, 97 passing and 95 dribbling. His pace is okay, his shooting's okay. His defending is average, and his physical is okay, specifically his stamina. Today we're going to be trying him out in two different positions to try and get the most out of him. The first couple of games, I'm going to play him as a centre mid in this team, in a 4-1-2-1-2, and so you're really going to see him in his main position. And then after that, I move him into cam to see if he is any good at finishing and being better in and around the box rather than a deep-lying playmaker. But what I have to say is just wow. This card really surprised me. And we're going to start things off by giving you a bit of a general overview. So, what are you getting with this card? You are receiving, if you buy this Xavi card on the market, an absolute baller that has the best passing, I think, of anybody that I will use on this game all year, and dribbling to go with it. He feels so smooth on the ball and is a great playmaker, especially a deep playmaker. Someone that will turn over possession and then ping a through ball or a drilled pass into feet, and bang, you're on the attack, you're on the edge of your opponent's box. So you're going to see a lot of clips as we go through this of the best passing that I've seen in the game. And Xavi, fair play EA, you've made him usable, which I didn't think was going to be the case. So we start things off with his pace and physicality. Now, he isn't super quick, so I think that you do probably need a chem style. If you're using him at centre mid, maybe use a shadow. If you're using him at further forward, maybe a hunter, catalyst, something like that. Not a catalyst, you don't need that, but a hunter or a shadow. In terms of his physical, stamina, fantastic. But as a centre mid, I don't feel like he's quite aggressive enough to be a fully box-to-box player, so he's going to be a more attacking centre mid. Now we move on to his shooting. Now, he doesn't have outrageous stats in this department. His finishing is okay. I wouldn't say that it's absolutely incredible. However, his attacking positioning stat is marvellous. And what this means is that even if you don't end up shooting with him, he gets himself into really good positions to potentially lay the ball off to somebody else. He can really easily create space as well, because of the fact that he has such good dribbling, and because of how good his passing is. Doing 1-2s and everything like that, combined with that attacking positioning stat, this guy will get in some really good areas. And some of the goals that you see involve him all the way up in the build-up and then finishing it. So he will do a job. And again, if you're using him as a centre mid, I don't think that you necessarily need the chem style boost. If you are using him as a cam, you probably want to put something on like a hunter, so you boost up that finishing and shot power a little bit more, just so that it's a little bit more attacking minded rather than a well-rounded player. But still very good. Now, I honestly don't need to speak as I show you all of these clips. I played 4 games with Xavi, and you are going to see a multitude of clips. I mean, even in the shooting, dribbling, and pace segments, you're seeing clips of his passing. Honestly, the only way that I can describe this is perfect. Right? We all know from playing FIFA 21, passing on the game is probably the most flawed game mechanic other than defending and like AI blocks and everything like that. But passing, in terms of what you can do with a player on the ball, is the most broken thing in the game. You will have people like De Bruyne and Messi failing to complete a pass that's 5 yards, 10 yards. This Xavi genuinely made me feel like passing was great on the game. In his first game that he played for me, he completed 29 out of 33 dribbles and 33 out of 33 passes. And the first 4 clips, or the first few clips in this one, are all from the same game. He is ridiculous. Some of the passes that he manages to pull off, I don't really understand how they don't get messed up because of how this game works. Genuinely perfection. Now, I know that he doesn't have a 5-star weak foot. Now, does that make a difference in his passing? Somehow, no. It's a bit odd. I don't know how that is the case because it's a 3-star weak foot. It's not even 4-star. And yet, passing on his left foot feels just as good as passing on his right. And again, he got a ton of assists, and even when he didn't get assists, he was so involved in every single attack that I did that I just wanted to give him the ball. Not necessarily to like skill pass the whole team and dribble them all, but to do 1-2s down the pitch. Honestly, if you can give this guy a go, test him out and see if you agree with me. I would be amazed if I use anyone with better passing on the remainder of FIFA 21. You can give me a team of the season De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes. I don't think they will be on this level. And I don't know exactly what it is that makes that the case. I know that he has 99 vision, 99 short pass, 97 long pass, but you can boost other players' stats to that kind of level, and they don't perform like this. This is a 10 out of 10. I genuinely wanted, in today's review, to put a rating above 10, but I thought it would kind of ruin the point of the rating system. But if I would ever give an 11 out of 10 to a player on a certain attribute, it would be on Xavi's passing. 100%. Now we move on to dribbling. Now, this is an odd one, because his dribbling is not what I would normally really like, or what I would normally say is, I don't know, desirable in a player. But with Xavi here, the thing is with him, it's just so smooth. So incredibly smooth for the kind of player that he is. He does have 4-star skill moves, so you can do a couple of skills, and you'll see some of them in these clips that I show. But in order, because he's got 99 composure, he doesn't get phased by anything. His ball control in tight spaces, to take a touch, play a through ball, and then you throw on goal, sublime. Absolutely sublime. And the only reason why I'm not giving him 10 out of 10 on this is because he doesn't have 5-star skills. That is it. Now, let's look at some alternative player prices. Obviously, Xavi is quite expensive, between 2.5 and 3 mil. Then we've got a very cheap version of him in Fabregas, who's coming in at about 75k that you could potentially pick up. Toni Kroos's SBC is probably going to get you similar links to Xavi, because you're probably going to be linking him to Spanish players in La Liga. Kroos is probably going to get similar links to him. He's coming in at about 300k, and he has a 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills, so a little bit different to Xavi there. And then Kevin De Bruyne is a Premier League version that has much better shooting and physical, but I've used this card. I don't think he's as good in terms of passing. So those are a couple that you can go for. And Xavi has obviously only just come out at the time of recording, so his price will come down at some point soon. Now, the final review for Xavi that we are doing right here, I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10. And I know that normally what I do is I average out the ratings that I've given for each bit and then give him an overall based on that. But no. He is, as a centre mid, a deep-lying playmaking centre mid. I don't know if I will use a better player this year. And it will probably take till team of the season for that to happen, if it is going to happen at all. 9 out of 10 value I'm going to give him right now. And I'm doing that in advance because I think that it will come down a little bit. At his current value, I'd probably give him like an 8.5 and hope that he drops a little bit. Pros and cons. The only cons really, the weak foot, even though you don't really notice it in his passing, maybe a little bit in his shooting. Lack of defending means that he's not as super well-rounded as maybe, I don't know, maybe a Kimmich or someone like that. But in terms of the pros, shooting is good enough. His passing is the best on the game. His composure is outstanding. His stamina is basically perfect. Incredible playmaker that gets in great positions and creates everything that you want. So yeah, he's just sick. And then we move on to the final recommendations for this Xavi card. I would say a Shadow if you're using him at centre mid. If you can use him as a cam, probably go with a Hunter to boost up that shooting a little bit more. In terms of his playstyle, just use his passing. You've seen all of these clips. You can tell exactly how you should be utilising Xavi, and his 1-2s, quick passing. Again, you can do long through balls if you want, but his dribbling in tight spaces with that 99 composure, fantastic. Which means, again, as a deep-lying playmaker or a playmaking cam, you can do whatever the hell you want with him, and he's going to be fantastic. Just pass the ball with him, and as I've put at the bottom here, try ridiculous passes. Some of the assists that you saw in the clips today, a left-footed, first time dinked through ball was perfect, and he pulls off passes that normally would not work because of the way that passing works in this game. So genuinely just try it out. In terms of the strong links, most of it is obviously in La Liga. Fassi is probably the best one available alongside Ramos. And then you've got some other cards that some of you may have from the last couple of months in Road to the Final. Porto, who has now come down in price because Man U are through and Real Sociedad are not. And Cucurella is a current objective that you could use as a strong link to Xavi. So hopefully you did enjoy this one. If you did, thumb up button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more streams and videos. And I will see you guys for the next one very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.